was really good to have Martin here tonight. There was representatives from 3 of our constituencies here in the north, from North Antrim, East Antrim and East Derry, and we had a lot of people. We had very good discussion going on. We had people even come over from Rathlin Island to be involved in the discussion this evening, you know, and to hear what we have to say. And like, we are the only party putting ourselves out there to engage with the communities like this, and it's really good that we're getting this feedback.
How important are these sorts of discussions in terms of energising the activist base for the forthcoming elections?
I think they're vitally important for that, but they're also important for getting that feedback, you know, for actually hearing what the community wants and the people that vote for you, because ultimately they're the people that put us there.
It's absolutely fantastic to have our Deputy First Minister, Martin McGuinness, here in North Antrim today. The Sinn Féin Leaders Tour is taking place across the whole of the island, and we're the only party that presents themselves to the public in this manner. I think, to be honest, it's something that sets us apart from the rest of the party. It's something special that our leaders are not afraid of presenting themselves to the public, getting down to the nitty-gritty and listening to the issues that really matter to the people on the ground. I think, you know, tonight just shows the appetite that there is. Young people and people from all backgrounds are infused in politics. They want to engage with their local politicians, but engage with their leaders, and tonight has been a huge success.
Martin, a very interesting, wide-ranging debate today.
Yeah, all these discussions I think have been very positive, and people are very focused, huge attendances, everybody very clued in, and I think the experience that Sinn Féin have had over the course of recent years of involving supporters and the local community, giving people the opportunity to come along, is very, very worthwhile. It was, of course, Nelson Mandela that said that the most important constituency that you'll negotiate with is your own. And of course, in the midst of these negotiations that are taking place, we're making ourselves available all over the north for people to come, hear what we have to say, ask questions, and hopefully go away satisfied that we're on the right track in terms of trying to deliver for them and for their families.
It's a great engagement tonight from people from across North Antrim and further afield, and of course, you know, while it was an overall political and economic discussion and oversight on where we're at in terms of the politics in the north and throughout the island of Ireland, it was very important that we took, you know, the campaign that's been going on for the past month regards Save the Dalriada Hospital in Ballycastle to this meeting tonight. It was very pertinent given the announcement by the Health Minister this morning in the Chamber. Although there was political party unity across all of the parties in that debate, the Health Minister did not intervene to the satisfaction of the community who have been campaigning so hard to save the Dalriada Hospital. But it was great tonight with people from across this constituency, including Rathlin Island, here discussing this issue, bringing it to the Joint First Minister, Martin McGuinness. At the end of the day, the health budget takes up 50% of the block grant. You know, our departments such as education, agriculture and culture, arts and leisure are losing out because of more and more money going into the health budget, and yet, you know, we're seeing in recent media reports about the amount of fraud and the millions of pounds that's been wasted away corruptly within the trust. You know, the buck has to stop somewhere, and it was a great opportunity tonight that we were able to raise this issue at this engagement. You know, it's what Sinn Féin's good at is grassroots politics, campaign issues, and fighting for everybody, regardless of who they are or what they represent. That's not, you know, we're all about providing services for everybody and in terms of equality. So this campaign epitomised all of that, and today was a very pertinent engagement in terms of bringing this issue to this engagement tonight.
Oliver, what did you make of tonight's debate?
It was terrific altogether. A great crowd turned out here tonight in Loughgíel to this public event for North Antrim and East Antrim. When I looked around the crowd tonight, there was a representation from both areas, from East Antrim and from North Antrim. I noticed people there tonight from Larne, which was great to see. I thought there was a wide range of debate there tonight, but the people were very interested tonight to see how the party is handling things at the Assembly, budget-wise, etc. The 1916, the celebrations for that there, that's ongoing. There will be committees set up in different areas now to coordinate different events in the areas when it all kicks off more. But no, I think people are getting very interested to know what we're doing at the Assembly. We're all involved in the budget negotiations at the minute. People see that. Corporation tax was mentioned there tonight. You would never have thought that would have been mentioned. So There was a wide range of it and a diverse range, so it was very good to listen to.
A great range of Republicans here tonight to hear our leadership.
And in terms of the subjects that were most pressing, obviously the Dáil.
The Save the Dáil campaign is certainly one of the top priorities at the moment, and that message has to be got across to Jim Wells, and I think that will from tonight's meeting. So just to come here and see our leadership, it was absolutely tremendous, and you won't see it in any other party.
Daithi, McKay, a real sense that the momentum is building as the leadership engagement rolls across the north of Ireland?
Absolutely. Tonight was a great engagement between Sinn Féin leadership, between the Sinn Féin party and the grassroots, the community here in Loughgíel, and we've seen people here from East Derry, from North Antrim, from East Antrim, from Rathlin Island as well. So a very meaningful engagement. A diverse range of issues were raised, from how we deal with some unsavoury comments that were made by Gregory Campbell to obviously the devastating news regarding Dalriada earlier today. The Health Minister has fallen foursquare behind the Northern Trust and their agenda to run down the Dalriada Hospital. We all know that because the Minister is barring admissions to the hospital for the next 8 weeks, that it will effectively close the hospital. So people throughout North Antrim, people in Ballycastle are very down after that, but tomorrow morning let there be no doubt that this campaign will pick up where we left off, that for the next 8 weeks there will be a campaign to save the Dalriada Hospital. We'll be taking it to the door of the Minister, we'll be taking it to the door of the Northern Trust, and we're still up for this fight. Whether it be the cuts in the Dalriada, the cuts in social welfare, how do you see that playing into the Westminster election, which is not that far away? Well, it's very important that people vote first and foremost at the Westminster elections and vote for a progressive party such as Sinn Féin, because we want to send a clear message to the Westminster government that these cuts are totally unacceptable, that these cuts are devastating the economy here as well as the economy in the island of Britain too, and that people want to send out a message that things have to change, and things have to change quick, because what is happening at Stormont as a result of the negative politics put forward by Gregory Campbell and other senior figures within the DUP, people don't want to see that, people don't want to buy into that. People want to make progress, and that is what we need to see come Westminster.